Welcome to Narrative Stories. In the enchanting world of tales and adventures, we are thrilled to have you as part of our community of story enthusiasts. Here, we delve into compelling narratives that inspire and captivate, bringing characters and plots to life. Thank you for subscribing, and I look forward to sharing many remarkable stories with you. Sarah stood before the mirror, her reflection showing a determined young woman in her late 20s. She adjusted her blazer, took a deep breath, and glanced at her watch. Today was the day she had to impress at Thompson & Company, a reputable marketing firm where she hoped to secure a stable job. With her resume neatly tucked into a sleek folder, Sarah left her small apartment, her mind filled with a mix of excitement and anxiety. Sarah's journey to this moment had been challenging. She graduated top of her class with a degree in marketing, but found the job market less than welcoming. Each rejection email stung, reminding her of the instability she had faced since her mother's death 2 years ago. Her mother, Linda, had been her rock, always encouraging her to reach for her dreams. Without her, Sarah felt unmoored, but determined to make her proud. The sleek, modern design of Thompson & Co. office was both intimidating and inspiring. As she stepped inside, Sarah took in the glass walls, the bustling employees, and the air of professionalism. She was greeted by a receptionist who guided her to the waiting area. Sitting down, Sarah tried to calm her nerves, rehearsing her responses to potential interview questions. Sarah Williams. A warm voice broke through her thoughts. She looked up to see a tall man in his late 50s, with kind eyes and a welcoming smile. "I'm Mr. Thompson. It's a pleasure to meet you." As they shook hands, Sarah felt a strange sense of familiarity. She couldn't place it, but there was something about Mr. Thompson that felt oddly comforting. As they entered his office, Sarah's eyes wandered to a framed photograph on his desk. Her breath caught in her throat. The picture was of her mother, Linda, smiling warmly beside a younger Mr. Thompson. Shock and curiosity washed over her, and she struggled to keep her composure. Mr. Thompson began with standard interview questions, asking about her background and previous experiences. Sarah answered as best as she could, but her mind kept drifting back to the photograph. She finally gathered the courage to ask, "Excuse me, but why do you have a picture of my mother on your desk?" Mr. Thompson looked at the photo, and then at Sarah, his expression softening. "I was a close friend of your mother. We lost touch years ago, and I've been searching for her family ever since I heard about her passing." Tears welled up in Sarah's eyes as Mr. Thompson shared memories of her mother. He spoke of their friendship, their shared dreams, and the projects they had worked on together. Sarah felt a mixture of emotions, grief, surprise, and a strange comfort in hearing about her mother from someone who had known her so well. They sat in silence for a moment, both lost in their memories. Mr. Thompson then suggested they look into her mother's past together. He believed there were things Sarah needed to know, and he had kept some of her mother's belongings that might help. They began their investigation with old letters, photographs, and documents that Mr. Thompson had preserved. Each item seemed to hold a piece of the puzzle, shedding light on her mother's life that Sarah had never known. Through flashbacks, Sarah saw glimpses of her mother's life, her friendship with Mr. Thompson, and the reasons behind her secrecy. Her mother had been working on something significant, something she had kept hidden to protect her family. As they delved deeper, they discovered hidden truths about her mother's work and relationships. They found that her mother had been involved in a major project that had far-reaching implications. The circumstances of her disappearance and death were more complex than Sarah had ever imagined. Sarah and Mr. Thompson visited places significant to her mother's past. Each location brought new revelations and more pieces of the puzzle. They met old friends and colleagues who provided crucial information. Among these were unexpected allies, including former co-workers who had worked closely with her mother. They shared stories and insights that helped Sarah understand the full scope of her mother's work and the sacrifices she had made. Gradually, they pieced together the puzzle of her mother's life. They learned about her achievements and the obstacles she had faced. Sarah felt a growing sense of pride and connection to her mother. In their search, Sarah discovered distant relatives she never knew about. These heartfelt reunions brought a sense of belonging and closure. She felt a newfound sense of family and connection. Mr. Thompson shared his final moments with Sarah's mother, giving Sarah the emotional closure she had longed for. She finally understood the depth of her mother's love and the sacrifices she had made for her. Sarah was offered the job and decided to accept. She felt a sense of connection and purpose. Working at Thompson & Company felt like the right place for her, a place where she could honor her mother's legacy. Together, Sarah and Mr. Thompson decided to continue her mother's unfinished work. They felt a shared commitment to making a difference and honoring her memory. In the final scene, Sarah looked at the picture of her mother on Mr. Thompson's desk. She felt a mix of nostalgia and hope for the future. Her mother's presence seemed to guide her, and she knew she was on the right path. Thank you for being a part of Narrative Stories. Your support and engagement mean the world to us. We are committed to bringing you the best in storytelling. What kinds of stories would you like to see next? Share your thoughts in the comments below.